Now let's look at ARDI, so that's Access to Research for Development and Innovation, and this gives access to scientific and technical journals. We have a partnership with 12 of the world's major publishers, Oxford University Press, Elsevier, etc. At the moment we have access to over 200 key journals. We focus primarily on the areas of applied science engineering, so we have applied physics, engineering, chemistry, traditional knowledge as well. I think both the number of publishers and the number of the content is likely to, and we're hoping very, very much, we've been in discussions with various other publishers, to increase rapidly in the next few weeks, I hope, if not months. If you or I wanted to kind of subscribe just to the 200 journals that I've mentioned that are available now, that would cost you or me around $500,000 per year for subscription. This is something that for a university in Zimbabwe or in Cambodia is something out of the question. So this is something that to help promote, facilitate access to these value-added services for those countries that cannot afford to do so. ARDI also has eligibility criteria. Group 1 is for least developed countries, or that they have a human development index of less than a certain amount, or a gross national income below a certain amount. There's also Group 2, again with certain limits for the gross national income or human development index. Group 1, free of charge again, and Group 2, it's a nominal cost, $1,000 per year per institution, and you have a 3-month free trial. In ARDI, we have 105 countries that are eligible, and in fact, I think there's something like 78 of those countries are in Group 1, so that they have access free of charge. Since last July, ARDI is a partner of the Research for Life programs of other UN sister agencies. So it joins the program of the World Health Organization called HINARI, which focuses on biomedical health journals. There's AGORA from the from the Food and Agriculture Organization, focusing on agricultural journals, and then there's OWARI program, the OWARI program of the United Nations Environment Program, specializing in environmental journals. Actually, just I can't go back, but perhaps I can. Just to kind of remind you that within this partnership, we have something like access to 17,000 peer-reviewed books and journals. So this is an incredibly wealthy, rich source of information that is now available to developing countries. Thank you. So coming to the second element, and with 4 minutes and 16 seconds to go, it's not just a question of being aware of the possibilities of all of these databases, to tell people there are free of charge patent databases, there are commercial patent databases, scientific technical journals. It's also very, very important to teach people how to use them effectively, where to search, which patent database to search, how to search patent strategies using the classification system, and so on. So to allow the benefits, clearly, of having these TISCs is to allow users to benefit effectively from increased accessibility offered by internet searches through direct personal assistance. And that personal assistance comes from someone who's been trained by experts through this program. Clearly, also the other benefits are to strengthen the national technological base by building up local know-how, to increase technology transfer, and to assist local users to be much more aware about intellectual property rights. The TISC services all have to offer the core services of access to patent and non-patent databases, and in offering assistance in searching those databases effectively. Additionally, some TISCs can also, based on their user, their needs and their office capacity, offer other services as well. So, for example, technology search services, patent analytical services, awareness raising and training services as well. I'm not going to go through this whole list, but there are also TISCs that really want to go beyond that as well. And just to highlight some of the possibilities, some of the TISCs have come to us and say, can you please give us training in, for example, product commercialization or licensing, IP valuation, raising funds or drafting business plans. All of these things are possible in due course in, let's say, the development of the project. TISC's locations, I don't think there are any serious big surprises there. They're very much based on the locations where you find PATLIB centers. The network itself also looks very PATLIB-like, where in this particular case it's the World Intellectual Property Organization that is in contact with our primary partner, which is usually the National Patent Office, and they are the ones that coordinate the national network of universities, research centers, technology parks, and so on. To date, we've signed 30 service-level agreements. These are memoranda of understanding, basically defining who does what. Clearly, WIPO offers the training, organizes all of that. The local partner, the local IP office, the national IP office, has to coordinate the national network. We have 30 other countries that have indicated their intention to sign. We have established TISCs now in over 120 hosted institutions around the world. Since it started, the project started back in mid-2009, we've given training to well over 1,500 participants around the world. Developments planned for this year and in the next coming years. We are developing an interactive e-tutorial on exploiting patent information. This should be finalized in July. Yesterday I had a phone call with the developers. Then we're also building and developing an e-TISC platform, which will also comprise webinars, fora, and the integration of the e-tutorial, perhaps also a help desk. So we want to kind of move also very much into the kind of the internet world to continue and develop our training and contacts with all of the TISCs around the world. And to continue to develop and increase the content and users of the RD and ASPI programs. And with exactly 0 seconds left, I'd like to thank you for your attention. Thank you very much.